OMG, take 5. Hello, everyone. I want to talk about prioritizing today. And to be quite frank, this is maybe the most important thing we need to learn besides what's going on in our heads with our thoughts and our mindset in order to feel good and be successful in life. And it doesn't matter to me if you're talking about relationships or your own business or your job or your family or your home or your volunteer activities, taking care of your kids. It doesn't matter which of those things we're talking about. Learning how to prioritize is the absolute secret sauce. So here's what I mean. Do you ever, and let me just say this does happen to me a lot, do you ever get into a situation where you feel so busy and you're kind of making lists in your head? And if you're anything like me, you're also making lists on sticky notes. I am a big sticky note user. I try to transfer them into some sort of phone or app or something, but the sticky note comes first. And you're listing and you're thinking, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. When you make those lists all the time, it starts to get almost manic. It starts to get really stressful and it starts to kind of up your anxiety. It increases your cortisol levels. And if you've listened to this podcast at all, you know that increasing our cortisol levels is not where we want to go, not regularly anyway. So what do we do? Because these are probably real things that are important and real things that you need to do, right? So usually in the evening is the best time to do this, but I'll let you try it throughout your day. Whenever you need to pause and you need to do a little reprioritization, you can do this anytime. But it's a great habit to get into in the evening because you're thinking about the next day. So I want you to take either a piece of paper or your notes app or your notepad app or whatever it is, and I want you to just brain dump all the things that you've been telling yourself. I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that. Write them all down, the small and the big. Don't put them in any order. Write them. Because the first thing is you're going to feel so much better to have just gotten all that out of your head. I was about to say all that junk, but these are not junk, right? They're important things. They're just running around in our head like chickens gone amok. So write them all down. You will automatically feel a little bit better. But then you're going to look at this list and you're going to suddenly not feel better because the list is going to be huge. This is where the prioritization is really important and really valuable. I want you to first take a look at that list and ask yourself, are any of these items urgent and important? And if you've ever read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, this is where it's coming from. Urgent and important. It needs to be done now, and it's really important. Either it's important for someone's well-being, or it's important for my income, or it's important for my job, or whatever. Those go to the top of a new list. At most, 1 or 2 of those items. Because honestly, we don't on a day-to-day basis typically have more than 1 or 2 items that truly are urgent and important. Then let's take a look through the list and see what else is important, but maybe not quite as urgent. So an errand that you have to run to pick up something or a project that you need to finish. It's not urgent, but something you need to get done. Maybe that goes next on the list. And you're allowing yourself to think, okay, well, these other 2 items are urgent and they truly are, and I do want to get them done because I see the value. And so this can come after, and that's okay. And most of the time we get ourselves worked up about how something has to happen right away, but maybe it doesn't. And then take a couple more items from your list and let them be number 3, 4, and 5 with gradual reduction of urgency, reduction of importance, and see if you can keep your list to 5 or 6 items. And you can keep a master. That initial brain dump, keep it as a master, that works. But I want you to go through each day with a list of 5 or 6 items with the most urgent and important at the top. And it feels really good to see a list for your day of only 5 or 6 items. Now, to be honest, you may not even get through those 5 or 6 items in a day. You may get through 1 or 2, but you hit the most important and most urgent ones if you did that. And now it's not all running around in your head. So that's my advice on prioritizing. Try it, see if it helps you, tweak it a little bit, And make sure you head to the show notes because on Thursday and Friday, June 20th and 21st, I am going to share with you how to stop being your own worst enemy. And boy, does that get wrapped up in not being able to prioritize, doesn't it? So check it out in the show notes or go to omgteachme.com/coaching. I would love to see you there. There's no reason we have to be our own worst enemy.